Hey friends, I'm taking a break real quick and resting my back. I've got a heating pad on because, I turned 44, so I'm going to pull my back from moving. But I'm getting ready to head downstairs. I was going to winter sow this morning with you, and my husband took all of my containers that I had lined up and rinsed out and recycled them. So he's alive. Everything's going to be okay. Our marriage is intact. And we're going to get to that later on this weekend. But today I'm going to go ahead and replant my single seed challenge because my cats attacked it and ruined it. So single seed challenge 2.0. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of seedling management. Some of the seedlings I started where I did multiple seeds in a pot need to be up potted so they have their own space to keep growing. So we're going to check out some of those and get them ready. All right, so I'm going to get out of here, get dressed, and head downstairs. This would be my first year doing the single seed challenge, and I ran into a problem almost immediately when my cats dumped my container while trying to eat broccoli shoots. So we're going to go to single seed challenge 2.0. I'm going to ditch this one. Got a new container and some soil. Still going to roll with the shishito pepper from My Gardener. This is my single seed challenge, so let's get moving here. First thing I'm doing is checking to see if there's any big pieces in here. Like I said, I've got subpar quality of potting soil, but I'm just rolling with it for the season. Pulling out any big chunks, and we're just gonna see how it goes. So I've moistened this a little bit. Go ahead and get ourselves a seed. Out of our seed pack. Whoa, that's a lot of seeds. Mama's getting carried away here. Calm down. All right. Well, we're going to take this one. It looks good. We're going to drop her right in the center of that. I'm going to put this back in here. Oh my gosh, I'm planting shishitos everywhere. Through the whole dang tray here. Hold on a second. I don't want random shishito peppers popping up. Man, I'm a mess today. You have some days that are just like that. And today's one of those days. All right. There we go. We're going to cover up with a little bit of soil, pat her good. We're going to steal the label from the old single seed challenge. And look at, I'm just a mess today. Pop her in there, and I'm going to stick it under a grow light, and hopefully the cats do not eat this single seed challenge. So single seed challenge 2.0, still rocking the shishito pepper. Let's see how well this one goes. All right, let's up pot some stuff now too. So the very first thing that I'm going to up pot today are these pansies. They look terrible. This is that tray that if you've been following, I told you, I got them by accident. They're really short. I didn't like them. I decided to give them a try with these pansies. They got really algaed up and they dried out funny, and they're not doing well. So I am going to go ahead and put these into here. And I'm just going to do that by really carefully just kind of poking up and grabbing a leaf and popping it in over here. Be really careful that stem. I don't want that stem to get injured. That stem is what's going to keep it. I really need a tool. Hang on a second. Let me grab a tool. And by tool, I just mean something I can use, like a pencil, to get up underneath these roots. So right here, I got a little guy. I'm just going to poke him right into here. Up underneath. It's okay to bruise a leaf a little bit. I mean, you don't want to bruise a leaf a little bit, but if you're going to bruise something, a leaf's the thing to do because the plant needs all its roots. It needs its stem. If you happen to break a leaf, it will grow another leaf. Now, if you break all the leaves off, well, that's a different story. But I'm just going to poke them up here, grab a hold of the leaf, pop them in here. All right, I'm gonna do this all the pansies, and then I'll be back and show you our next thing. Okay, I've got the Late of Fire and the Blue Perfection all done. Let me make you come in a little bit closer so you can see better. And I've got the Blues left. And I think I'm only gonna have one row of those, so I'm gonna get those going. But there is a couple things with these violas that I kind of wanted to talk about. So this is my very first year doing violas or pansies, and I have got one section of them, one variety with really leggy stems, And I'm not exactly sure if that is something that's characteristic to a viola or not. So if anyone has grown violas and has any feedback for me growing them from seed, I'll kind of show you what I mean real quick here. If you look in these ones, they're really leggy, and some of them even do this weird thing where they're curling around and getting real close to the ground again, like they want to be next to the ground, which I don't exactly understand. And it's only the Blue Perfection. The other ones are mostly growing lower to the ground and look kind of what I expected them to. So maybe this just Blue Perfection variety tends to be taller. Maybe, I don't know whether to blame my tray for it necessarily, since not all three varieties are exhibiting the same thing. Does that make sense? So I'm just curious. It's not a pressing question. I think they're going to grow just fine, but I am naturally wanting to learn things all the time. So if you know anything about starting violas, let me know if yours were leggy or if they grew pretty short to the ground. Tell me what you think there. All right, so I'm going to finish these guys up. I don't have too many more. And I think I'm going to end up with 2 extra 6-packs on the end. So I'm going to have to find something else to fill that in with. So I'll look for something else that needs to be thinned out that is also cold hardy. So that way this whole tray is full of things that kind of have similar growing habitats, growing conditions. And so when I start hardening off these violas, I want whatever's in this tray also to be okay getting hardened off. So I got a bunch of babies here I'm going to put together. They all look pretty tiny. Zoop. Oh, he looks pretty good actually. All right, hop on in there. All right, I'm gonna go look for something else. Let's see what I can find. Okay, I've discovered cauliflower. It doesn't necessarily need to be thinned yet, but it's going to, and I've got 11 of them, and I got 12 holes right here, and they have a similar growth habitat. So these are gonna go into here, and I'm gonna finish this tray off, and I'm gonna get one more going. Okay, here's the tray we're gonna work on now. This looks beautiful, doesn't it? Ooh. Kales, broccolis, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, this beautiful red mustard over on the side. Lovely, lovely, lovely. But they need their own nutrients, so we're gonna go ahead and change those all to 6-packs today too. Let's go ahead and see how many of these I can get into here. Do, 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 do. Okay, I just want to show you something with these mustards. They're all flopping over. They all look a little sad. That's just because they're pissed off that I've messed with their roots. They're not happy. Once I get them a little bit of water and put them back under their grow light, they're going to perk right back up. So do not be afraid and think you've killed them. You have not killed them. Plants will come back. They like to be alive. Okay, let's look at this. This is a broccoli. It's a rapini broccoli. And I just want to show you how good they're doing. So There's my leaf system. It's got its first true leaves. And look at that root system. Is that not crazy? These are doing way, way, way better than I thought they were going to. So that's good news. I like it when they do good, but it also means that I am gonna probably have to up pot these one more time. So I'll probably have to put them back individually into 2-inch cups. So I started them with 4 inches, 4 in every 2-inch cup. And then I up potted them here to these 6 cells. Some things will be okay in these 6 cells. These Bright Lights chard, probably gonna be okay. Down in the end, all this mustard, probably gonna be okay in 6 packs. But these Brussels sprouts and this broccoli here all had much bigger roots than I anticipated, which I'm super happy about, but it does mean more work. And this is something that you're gonna run into if you put your seeds inside early. Here are our 2 trays. They're gonna be underneath a low grow light, just to get them perked back up. Like I said, they're gonna look a little wonky, a little folded over, a little sad. If I come back in a couple hours, they're all gonna perk right back up, just like the celery did. Remember, I up-potted all this celery. It looked all sad, and now it is a gorgeous full tray of celery. I can't believe I did this. Man, I am super excited. All right, and then my single seed challenge is living right over here. I have one of those arrow gardens where you can start things and grow things in the winter in your kitchen. I usually do like lettuce and herbs, but I'm done with it for the year, so I've got it down here just as the light. And I'm gonna keep my single seed challenge right there next to my red tornado ivy geraniums. Good luck. Grow, baby, grow.